welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Philadelphia Phillies. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Christopher Sanchez.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy it when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. That one outside, and we are underway. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the third baseman.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Hit in the air, center field. Rojas under it, puts it away for the out. Check out the Red Sox lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Ball one there. Gonzalez over at second, one down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner at second here, one gone.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit on the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. Got him! Nice play.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Tristan Casas. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got
the swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam. And we're back. And on the mound today, Ranger Suarez. Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can't...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the Phillies DH, Bryson Stott. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Man at second. To the right side, Gonzalez. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Big-time power.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
That one fouled off. Runner on at third, one gone. Well struck, right field. Anthony makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Run scores easily, and the Phillies strike first. It's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Way high.
No strike.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
That is it. The second baseman, Edmundo.
So 2 down, Edmundo Sosa getting ready to hit. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Two outs. And a breaking ball misses outside. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's Alec Bohm. That one way outside. Ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Phillies 1 and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started. Here's Contreras now. Sanchez back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases, and this game is tied. It's 1-1. Here's Story now. And a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself. One out in the second. And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in the dirt. That's to third. Boom. Whips it across, and there's 2 down.
Batting it, the center fielder, number 3, showdown, Rafaela.
2 outs, base is empty. Showdown Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And he grounds one to the right side. Sosa. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Solo blast ties it for Boston. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Up the middle, nice grab. Throw to first, and it beats him. What a play.
So many people fail to realize just how great defensively Trevor Story is, as you see on the dive right there. And I think part of it because he played on the same side of the infield as the great Nolan Arenado.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Story. And Realmuto is out.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Trey Turner.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here's Trey Turner. Led off this game with a double. That one ripped. And that is that. Phillies strand one. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
No.
And another ball.
Strike one.
Fly ball center field. Sosa sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. One away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now it's the second baseman, Romy Gonzalez. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And that's in there for strike one. Tied up here in the early going. And that one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Got him. 2 out.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
Now the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late with the swing there.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now down. Left fielder, Jaron Duran.
So digging in, Jaron Duran. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
2 outs. There's a high chopper. Sosa gets it to first, and that is that. And the Red Sox leave 1. Still tied, 1-1. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So Harper stands in.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Stop at second. Harper at first with no outs. Strike three. Got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Ground ball could be two. Looks to second. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Tristan Casas.
Let's go, Phillies!
And there's a strike. Casas goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Hit hard on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And that's downstairs and outside. That one down the line and foul ball. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Here's Trevor Story now. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom 4, and here comes Alec Boehm.
The third baseman, Alec Boehm.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. 0 for 1 so far. Hit on the ground to short. Story on to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher.
Here comes Real Muto. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. Sanchez back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Slings it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The center field, Showdown, Rafaela.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. Grounded out his first time up. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Sanchez winds and deals. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. And that skips in the dirt.
Oh!
On its way to the corner, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And he swings through that one.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing for Boston. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Chopper to second. Gonzalez slings to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate, 1 for 2. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rafaela makes the catch, and that'll do it. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top 6. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Romy Gonzalez. Fouled off. He was late. Strike 2.
Oh, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Now the third baseman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. Out to short, Turner. Tosses across to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the left fielder,
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a foul ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So they go quietly there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Fought off foul.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And Harper down on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now Kyle Schwarber. That's inside. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning.
Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And ball one.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's through there for a strike. 1-2. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Man at first, one away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Outside, and that's ball one. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Lead runner to second with two gone.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now, Adolis Garcia. He's grounded out a couple of times. Line drive, brings it in for the third out. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Tristan Casas.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that one missing low. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low, ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Just missed. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Yeah, there's ball four.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Go ahead run on base. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Hard liner. Rojas snags it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Carlos Narvaez will hit next. Has grounded out a couple of times.
One and oh.
This one in the dirt. The 1-0. And that is out of play. Two outs. That misses the zone. 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Now this is in the air down the line. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Seventh inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Set for the last half of the seventh. Here's JT Realmuto.
JT Realmuto.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up the middle and out number one on the grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Line to left. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Turner now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Turner is out.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Now a chance for Bryson Stott. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one to first, but it kicks foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. 1 hit, 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Sanchez back to work. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Oh.
That's out to center field. That's a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez is done, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. Jose Alvarado taking over on the mound.
Jose Alvarado.
Now it's going to be Roman Anthony. That's a little bit low.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Romy Gonzalez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First offering, runner goes. And that one fouled off. Swing and a chopper. Harper. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now the number 2 hitter, 1 for 3.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Next offering is down low.
One ball,
Just
one
missed
strike.
with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And there's a ball. Out to center. Rojas on his way over. He's got it. And that's the third out.
Now pitching for the Red
Back
Sox,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Giovanni Moran.
Moran.
Here's Bryce Harper.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. There's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And now 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Schwarber in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Justin Slayton appears to be getting loose. Whitlock also getting ready. Curveball drops in there. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
One down, base is empty. And Schwarber strikes out.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
2 outs, nobody on. And here is Alec Bohm. Hard hit left side. Story sends it over to first, and that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yohan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Duran in the box now, takes strike 1.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball. 1-1.
And 1-2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 0 for 3 in this one. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Rudder takes off in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Got him looking. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
So the Red Sox down to their final out. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
With the tying run at second, here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike. Duran is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
And your final score here today, 2-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.